Imagine finding a frozen body buried deep in the ice for more than 5,000 years. For thousands of years, no one knew it existed. Then one day, hikers discovered the body hidden high in the Alps. When scientists examined the remains, they expected to find ancient clothing, tools, and weapons. But they found something far more mysterious. The body was covered in tattoos. More than 60 permanent markings were etched into the skin. These were not colorful decorations. They were simple lines and crosses placed in strange locations across the body. Why would a human living thousands of years ago permanently mark their skin? Was it a form of art? Was it a religious ritual? Or was it something much more practical? Today, tattoos are often associated with fashion, identity, and self-expression. But the true origin of tattoos may have nothing to do with fashion at all. In fact, the earliest tattoos ever discovered may have been connected to pain, healing, survival, and ancient beliefs that have been lost to history. And the frozen man found in the Alps became the key to unlocking one of humanity's oldest mysteries. This is the strange origin of tattoos. 1991, hikers discovered a remarkably preserved body in the Alps between Italy and Austria. The man became known as Ötzi. He lived around 3300 BCE. That means he walked the earth before the pyramids of Egypt were built. Researchers found tattoos on his lower back, knees, ankles, wrists, and chest. Many of these areas showed signs of chronic pain and arthritis. This led scientists to an astonishing theory. What if the tattoos were not decoration at all? What if they were part of an ancient medical treatment? Some researchers compared the tattoo locations with acupuncture points used thousands of years later in Asia. The similarities were remarkable. For the first time, historians began to wonder whether tattoos had originally been created for healing rather than beauty. Long before modern hospitals existed, people relied on traditional methods to treat pain. They used herbs, heat, pressure, and sometimes permanent markings on the skin. Ötzi's tattoos may have served as a guide for repeated treatment. Imagine a healer marking painful joints so the same areas could be treated again and again. If this theory is correct, the world's oldest tattoos were created not for beauty, but for healing. That completely changes the way we think about tattoo history. The first tattoo artists may actually have been ancient healers. Tattoos also appeared in ancient Egypt. Archaeologists found tattooed female mummies dating back thousands of years. Many patterns were placed around the abdomen and hips. Some historians believe these tattoos were connected to fertility, childbirth, and spiritual protection. For ancient Egyptians, the body was sacred. A tattoo could represent a prayer, a blessing, or protection from unseen forces. To them, a tattoo was not merely decoration. It was a connection between the physical world and the spiritual world. As civilizations spread across the Pacific, tattoos took on new meanings. In Polynesian cultures, tattoos became symbols of identity. Each pattern could reveal a person's family, achievements, and social status. Among some warrior societies, tattoos were earned through courage and survival. The process was painful. Sharp tools made from bone or stone pushed pigment into the skin. Yet people willingly endured the pain. Because the tattoo told the world who they were. It was a permanent record of honor and belonging. The most fascinating questions is this: why would humans choose such a painful process? Anthropologists believe the pain itself was important. Surviving the tattoo could symbolize maturity, bravery, or spiritual transformation. In some cultures, a child became an adult only after receiving specific tattoos. The pain was a test. The tattoo was proof. By enduring the process, a person demonstrated strength, discipline, and commitment to the community. For a long time, historians viewed tattoos as primitive decoration. But the evidence tells a different story. Ancient tattoos often marked places of pain, spiritual significance, tribal identity, or social achievement. They acted as records written directly on the body. Before paper was common, before photographs existed, a tattoo could preserve a person's story for life. A single mark on the skin could reveal where someone came from, what they had survived, and what they believed. Today, millions of people get tattoos for personal reasons. Some choose symbols of love. Some choose memories. Some choose art. But the next time you see a tattoo, remember this. The tradition began thousands of years ago, not as a fashion trend, but as a way for humans to heal, belong, survive, and tell their stories. What began as a mysterious mark on the skin eventually became one of the oldest forms of human expression ever created. And that may be the most surprising origin of all.